at the breakfast table. Here's how it works. You have 15 quesos, get it? Quesos to spend. We make up a big block of a lineup of players. You got to pick it. There's columns. There's all of that. But we got to look back before we look forward to week 4. Week 3, let's see how we did. Oh, Peter Schrager.
Christian McCaffrey did it for me. It was McCaffrey.
This is 2 wins for you.
I'm 2 wins, and I feel like I'm in the lead, but it's never a good spot to be early in the season. You want to be the under.
He's 2-1, Nate.
I don't understand how I keep coming in last.
You're not good at it. That's why.
Look at these picks. These are Peter's picks. He said McCaffrey got it done for you. Nate, let's look ahead now. Here's your chance.
What do you got? Come on now.
This week.
Always next week.
Let's look at the board really quick. We've got Baker Mayfield on there. If Patrick Mahomes, if I could make him 6 quesos, I would, because I know that Peter will fall for it.
Already taken.
Every day of the week, we've got some interesting values at the bottom. Giovanni Bernard up against the Falcons. I love at just 2 quesos. If you have him, play him, please. But Nate, who did you pick?
All right, I'm
Go, Nate. Comeback season.
Comeback season.
Come on, let's do it.
I'm going with Pat Mahomes, the quarterback. All right, the guy's lights out. You can't miss with that. Calvin Ridley went off last week, so that's going to continue. Kerryon Johnson. Kerryon, come on, baby, I need you. Jared Cook, tight end, Raiders.
Yeah.
He's like a wide receiver out there in the Packers. D.
Okay, I got to ask you, bottom 10 defense in the Packers D, you're paying 4 quesos for it up against the Bills. What are you trying to tell me with that?
I'm trying to tell you that they're going up against a young quarterback, and hopefully they can make that young quarterback look like a rookie.
Even though the Vikings couldn't.
Where?
Nate, you got no swag in this thing.
4
I gotta tell you, man.
for the Packers.
You know that gift of that little kid, the heavy kid who was just like that? That's you. That's you right now, dude.
I baited him into that one. I literally put that here so we would take it. All right, KB, what up?
Okay, I'm the guy at the party. I double dip on the crab dip. I'll take that celery stick down to the nub.
In fantasy, it's called stacking.
And I stack. I stack it all. I got a couple of Chargers. I spent 8 quesos on Rivers and Allen against the Niners. I'm feeling it. There's nothing sweeter in fantasy than when your quarterback throws a touchdown to your wide receiver and it's just raining money. So I'm going big on the Chargers this week.
Allen, not 100%. You didn't like Ridley, who scored 3 touchdowns last week and has the Bengals?
I can't get Matt Ryan. I like the double dip factor. That's always what I'm going for. I love Ridley, of course.
But I never eat chips when I'm at a party.
Don't do it. When the chips are gone, I'll use my finger. I also want Ezekiel Elliott.
This is very true.
League's leading rusher. 4 quesos, Elliott. And then Hooper, I always love him. Hooper has something to prove after everybody thought that Vance McDonald ended the world with his stiff arm. Hooper's like, I got a stiff arm myself. So I got him too. Lions D was all I had left.
Hanging with Mr. Hooper there. All right, defending champion.
Defending champion. I'll be very cocky and arrogant about this. How anyone would take anyone other than the great Patrick Mahomes is insulting. And I also went with a 5 on Beckham. So I'm going big on quarterback and wide receiver. Odell grew up in Louisiana. He's got so much history with those Saints. That rookie year game is his best game he's ever played.
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. And then I went with Kerryon Johnson as a 1-pointer value pick. He had 100 yards last week. I think the Cowboys...
Does he do it again?
Gives a lot. I'm going with that team.
This is the strategy you used last week. You went big on like 2 positions and then you found 1 value.
Hey, 1 seems cheap
well
for Kerryon.
Yeah,
that's a bargain right there.
Very, very cheap. They've got a matchup up against those Cowboys. We will see how that shakes out. And here is my lineup. At quarterback, I'm always going to try to find value. I don't know that Patrick Mahomes is going to be so much better than Rivers or Watson, but I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. So none of us took Baker Mayfield against the Raiders. I'm going Tannehill. He was a top 5 fantasy quarterback last week. Patriots top 10 most generous to quarterbacks. Calvin Ridley. I feel like Julio is there to help him get points, so I like that. Alvin Kamara on a record pace, so he's definitely worth the money there with 5 quesos. And Travis Kelce, Broncos, they're tough, but they're actually 5th most generous to the tight end spot pretty much year in, year out. So I think he's a good play there. And who did I take on defense? Oh, the Lions up against the Cowboys. Cowboys passing attack does not scare me yet, so I'm going with them. All right, we're going to tweet out this big board. You guys can play along at home. We love when you do that. I like going through them and sort of keeping track of it. So keep tweeting us, #GMFB, if you think you can make a better lineup. After this, career night. I feel like if Cooper Kupp was on here, he'd have won the whole thing. Or Robert Woods. Or Brandon Cooks. We'll take you back to the Coliseum for all the highlights from Thursday Night Football. What does it mean for the Vikings? What does it mean for Sunday's Week 4 action after this? Please keep the throwback. Stan Kroenke, listen to me.
Keep going with it. It works.
What are we doing here?
When my hot water heater failed, it rocked our world.